In this video, I'm going to break down a live trade that I took and sent out to the signals room for hundreds of other members to make profit on. As you can see, the exact trade was sent out to the signals room with the exact entries and exact exits, and the analysis was even sent out for this exact trade the night before the trade actually played out. So as you can see, this was before and this was after. So price smashed our main take profit for around a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, and then went for our overall take profit area for around a 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio. And even today, I sent out some analysis to the signals room predicting this exact drop. As you can see, this was the before picture of the analysis I sent out to the signals room, and this is what happened today after that analysis was sent out. Price reacted off our area perfectly, and that analysis absolutely played out to perfection. So now let's get into the actual trade setup and what I saw to validate this trade. So as you can see in the before picture, I marked out this area of liquidity right here. I also marked out this breaker block area in the overall order block as our discount array if price was to sweep this liquidity to the downside. And during the Asian session, price made more liquidity on that zone, making relatively equal lows, and the actual trade was sent out during London session. So let's break down the basics first. Once we see equal lows or relatively equal lows, so as you can see, we had an old low here, then we saw another low around that same area, so we call these relatively equal lows. Now the purpose of this relatively equal low is to build up liquidity. So below these lows and below this area right here, we have an area of liquidity, which is why I've got the dollar signs right there. It's just to show that there's liquidity there, there's money resting below these levels right here. So now once we see equal lows, that's a magnet for price. Now in addition to this, like I said, we also had a discount array, which was this 15-minute breaker block, which some of you may know it as, just below this liquidity area. So this is our discount array. Now what can we expect? If price was to sweep this area right here, if price was to sweep that liquidity and also tap into this discount array and to show confirmation that price was willing to go higher after price sweeps this liquidity, then that's what would make our entry valid. Now some of you may know this as the accumulation, manipulation and distribution, the power of 3 setup. Now I've made a video specifically on this, so that will be in the description below. So if you haven't already, go and watch that because that will be a major help, especially for this exact trade. Now as you can see, price also had broken structure to the upside right here. So we already knew that there was bullish institutional order flow. And in my most recent video, I also mentioned 2 sets of liquidity as being a good take profit target. If we were to get our entry within this discount array after liquidity was swept, you can see we did have at least 2 sets of liquidity to target as our take profit. As you can see, there was an old high right here, and there was also relatively equal highs right here. So there's lots of sets of liquidity to target as our take profit area. This was my main liquidity target, my overall liquidity target, which would have netted us around a 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio if we had held it to around the area. But now let's break down the exact trade confirmations and the exact lower time frame confirmations that I looked for this exact trade. If you want to catch these exact moves that I'm taking and I'm sharing with the team, then click the link in the description below because the analysis is being shared and also the exact trade ideas. And also if you want to get funded with a 100% guarantee and a 0 risk investment, click the link in the description below. We're funding clients in minutes. So if you want to get funded or you're struggling to pass your funded challenge, our automated trading bot will pass the funded challenge for you with a 100% guarantee. Now all the proof and all the reviews are on this group right here. So if you haven't already, go and join up. It's a complete 0 risk investment. If we failed the challenge for you for whatever reason, we've never ever failed a challenge before, but if we do for whatever reason, you get a full refund. What do I mean by this? We refund you all the money that you paid us for the service and what you paid for the challenge, so it's a complete 0 risk investment. So make sure it's this link that you use specifically to join because there's a lot of people pretending to be us. And if you're still skeptical and scared to take action, read the reviews on this group right here. These are real people. So if you haven't already, go and join up. We fund our clients in minutes. We have the fastest passing automated trading bot in the industry, and you guys can get funded and get funded fast. This is the golden opportunity. People are getting funded left, right and center. So go ahead and take action now. And I've also launched my completely free community where I'm sharing psychology tips and trading gems. So if you haven't already, go and join up. And remember, the signals is on offer right now, but the value in the signals room is absolutely crazy. So the price will be increasing very soon from $30 a month to $100 a month. So go ahead and secure your spot for $30 a month right now. We're sending chart analysis and the exact trade ideas. We're smashing take profits almost every single day. Last week we caught 11R in just 4 days. So if you guys want to catch these exact moves and get access to the chart work, make sure you join the signals room for just $30 a month. The value is absolutely crazy, so make sure you join before the price increases to $100 a month. Okay, so now let's get into the exact confirmations that allowed me to take this trade. So as you can see, price tapped into the discount array, but this was not enough to take the trade. So let's see the exact confirmations that we were waiting for. So as you can see, I scaled down to the 1 minute time frame, and all I was waiting for was a market structure shift, a valid change in trend. Now as you can see, this was a fractal high that was created, so this was our main high that we were using to look for a break of structure off. So as you can see, price didn't break this structural point, So if I just zoom in, as you can see, price didn't break the structural point with displacement. There was no body above it. There was not multiple candles above it showing me that smart money was interested in this move. So at this point, I changed the market structure shift area that I was looking for to be broken, and then we were waiting for a solid break of structure or market structure shift, a change of character, whatever you want to call it. Just simplify it, guys. It's all pretty much the same thing. And now, in addition to this, we also had a second liquidity sweep. Now, I like to call this liquidity sweep A on the higher time frame, which was that 15-minute low that we marked out overall. And then on the 1 minute time frame, when we're looking for more confirmation, I like to call this low liquidity sweep B to give me the highest probability trades. Now, as you can see, price did create this order block, so this was even more confidence that the trade was going to go higher. And as you can see, price moved quite aggressively to the upside right there. So now let me show you the confirmation I was looking for. And as you can see, price failed to break this high right here, but it did tap into this order block area. Then when we got this confirmation over here and we saw this market structure shift with displacement above this high, this was when I sent out the trade to the signals room, and this is when I actually took the entry right here. And if I just show you the signals room and the exact time that I sent out that trade, so as you can see at 9:59 exactly, I sent out the trade that said enter now, set the exact stop loss, set the exact take profit, and then as you can see, price flew away with no drawdown. As you can see, price instantly makes the move to the upside. If I just go up to the 15-minute again, and as you can see, I've got the exact same values that I sent out to the signals room right here. So the exact same stop loss, exact same take profit. Now, not a lot of people teaching ICT concepts on YouTube can actually say that they've taken these trades live, and because I shared it with the members in the signals room, hundreds of members in the signals room made amazing profits. And go ahead and check my Instagram, give that a follow, and check the highlights to see the client profits. So as you can see, price instantly moved away with no drawdown. And then let's see what price did. So as you can see, price made an instant move to the upside. You can see how it even made more liquidity at this relatively equal high area, and then overall swept that liquidity area. Now this is our main take profit area for around a 1:4 risk to reward ratio. And let me show you how price moved to our overall liquidity area, which I marked out over here. And you might be wondering, how did I know that this order block was going to fail? Well, as you can see, price already mitigated it over here, and now price has taken that liquidity out. So this was a sign that this order block area was going to fail, and this was instead going to be used as liquidity. And as you can see, again, we also have relatively equal highs with these two highs right here, as you can see. So this was even more confidence to hold that trade if that was within your trading plan to that overall take profit area for just under a 1:10 risk to reward ratio. Now price does pull back, but overall, let's see what happens. As you can see, price did pull back, but overall it did smash that main take profit area for just under a 1:10 risk to reward ratio. And remember guys, this exact trade was sent out to the pip, the exact entry, the exact exits to the pip. So if you haven't already, go and join the signals room, because I'm sharing my analysis, I'm sharing the chart work, I'm also sharing the trade ideas where you guys can catch the exact same trade setups, and you guys can also analyze the exact same trades that we're taking on the live markets. A lot of ICT traders are stuck in replay mode and they cannot replicate their strategies in the real markets. But here at Simplified ICT, we've got proof of these exact strategies that I'm teaching in the live markets. Now, for those of you that want more clarity on which strategies to use daily, because there's so many ICT strategies for you to use, but for those of you that want a streamlined version of which strategies to use exactly on a daily basis, not a strategy that works one day and then fails the next. For those of you that want a consistent strategy with consistent concepts that can be used in all markets, and for those of you that get faked out and get caught up on the wrong side of the market, I'm working on something very special for you guys, and it'll be announced very, very soon. It's absolutely eye-opening, and the value in that will be absolutely crazy. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you haven't joined this group right here where you can get funded in minutes with a 0 risk investment and a 100% guarantee, the link to this will be in the description below. But that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live trade breakdown. Drop a comment down below for any video suggestions you want to see next. And that's all for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.